It's June 23rd, 2022. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I am at the Great Harbor Marina in Southwest Harbor, Maine. And what I'd like to do is just a very quick walking tour of the marina to show you what kind of boats there are here right now. Bear in mind, the season is really just getting started in terms of pleasure boats here, and there are a lot of gaps still that will be filled up fairly quickly. Now, first I'm going to talk a little bit about the layout of the marina. The marina has three parallel docks that are called A, B, and C dock. If you go down the ramp over there, you go onto A dock, which goes out 450 feet, and B dock is the middle dock right there, and over here is C dock, and connecting those three docks is a cross dock right here, which is D dock. Now, I like D dock the best myself because that's where my Allied Princess 36 Sequester is kept. So let's walk out the docks and take a look at some of the boats that are here in the marina today on June 23rd, 2022. Now, these boats are not necessarily going to be here all summer. Some of them are, some of them are not. Here is a Hinckley picnic boat, and this is an older one. It's a single engine. This is a jet-powered boat. Nice little day boat. I think this one's a Hinckley 36 picnic boat. Very pretty little boat with Hinckley's typical nice varnish work. Now here we have a boat that is the tender to this boat. This boat is what's referred to as a transient. It showed up a few days ago, and I heard that it's leaving tomorrow. It looks like about 120 footer. Here we have an Ellis 36 sedan cruiser. This is a little bit older Ellis, probably late 80s vintage. Nice comfortable boat. It is a seasonal, it's here all year. And we'll walk out and C dock here and take a look at some of the other boats out here. Now, the next boat out on the left is another Hinckley jet boat. This one looks like either a 43 or a 48. So they look exactly the same. The only difference is the size. And these are very nice cruisers. They are powered by water jets, and as a consequence they have very shoal draft and are extremely maneuverable. And this boat, even though I think it's a 48, probably only has a draft of about 3 feet. And here we have what I think is another brand new Hinckley. This one is one of their new outboard powered boats. Not sure how big this one is. It's got twin Mercuries. What are they? Oh, they're only 600 horsepower, so this has only got 1200 horsepower. Probably can't get out of its own way. And as usual, this boat, like all Hinckley's, will have, in addition to the wheel for steering, will have a joystick for steering. And I don't know how big this is. Probably, it looks like it's around 34, 36 feet. But a nice little boat. And here is a Hinckley Talaria 55. This is a very comfortable cruiser, twin water jet drive in a boat that can run along at 30 knots. And this one's very comfortable inside. And you can see beautiful varnish on it. And has a varnished teak tow rail underneath that canvas cover. And here we have a Hinckley Sou'wester 70 ketch. They built about 6 or 8 of these out at Hinckley. Now, all of these Hinckley boats are local. This one was built right here in Southwest Harbor, Maine at the Hinckley Yard. The power boats are built on the mainland just off Mount Desert Island in the town of Trenton. But this is a 70-foot ketch, all ocean capable, built to the highest possible standard. And you can see double spreader rig aft. I'll get a picture look from behind of the mainmast. Lots of nice varnished teak on this. Varnished teak tow rail underneath the covers. And this one has in-boom furling for both the main and the mizzen, as well as what looks like a hydraulic furler for the Genoa. So this boat can be sailed quite nicely from the helm just by flipping the appropriate switches. And it has a tiny little either electric or hydraulic Lumar winches here. Typical of Hinckley construction. This boat, I know it could be as much as 15 years old. I don't know exactly when this particular one was built, but it's maintained sort of typical Hinckley standard. In other words, it's just like it was when it was brand new. And out here at the end, we've got a little T-top. I don't know if that's just visiting or if that's going to be here for the summer. And a Friendship sloop. That boat spends a good deal of the summer here, and when it's not here at the marina, it is out on a mooring just outside the marina. And right now, although we'll walk out there, I believe there is a scallop dragger on the end of the dock behind this wave attenuator here. And there is an old landing craft that is used as a barge locally to transport all sorts of things between here on the island and out to the other nearby islands. And we'll just walk out and take a look out here. Right now, yeah, that is a lobster boat set up also to drag for scallops. That is here just probably for a little while. This one usually lives on a mooring out near the Coast Guard. And when they need this space for transient yachts, they'll probably move back out to their mooring. So let's head back in and look at the other 2 boats on Sea Dock. This big black boat showed up last year, spent a good deal of the winter here, and it comes and goes quite a bit during the season. I think it is a former Canadian fisheries patrol vessel that's been turned into a yacht. And then ahead of it, we have a boat that is a seasonal customer here. Not this particular boat. It is a seasonal this year. This is a new boat, but the same owner has had over the last 15 years. This is his 3rd boat with the same name that he's kept here. This one, I believe, is a 145 footer. It's just a nice little day boat to cruise around the area or any place else you want to go in the world. And it does have a builder name on it. As I said, it's a new boat. I just know the length and the name, and we'll see what the builder's badge says when we walk by it. Okay, this says Heeson. Not familiar with that builder. Not a boat that I personally would consider because it's a little bit out of my price range. Okay, let's walk across D dock over to B dock. As I said, here's that Hinkley jet boat we started with. This is a Dyer 26 hardtop here. It's a seasonal customer, and it is my neighbor since it's right next to me. The next finger pier is where the Friendship sloop Alice E is moored, and on the other side is a wooden lobster boat that's set up as a cruise boat called Elizabeth T. They are both out ferrying tourists around the area right now. Now these two boats are just here for a little while. This is an old cat boat. It showed up this year. I don't know anything about it. And this boat used to be my mooring neighbor that was on the mooring right next to mine. It's named Wind Maiden. I don't know who owns it now. It has gone downhill a lot since my neighbor sold it to buy his Pearson 35. And we've got a little T-top over here, a 29-foot sailfish. And a little runabout here with some nice varnish work. And another T-top. And a little Grady white. And then a nice little, oh, maybe only a 22-foot or so cruiser. Looks nice and comfortable though. As we walk out here, we will pass this Fleming and the Nordhaven. On the other side is a lobster boat. This is a working lobster boat. And it is a seasonal customer here. And as a matter of fact, it's here all year. And there must be done fishing for the day or they wouldn't be here. As we go out on the left side of B dock, we have a bunch of smaller boats. I don't know what this is. It's been here for about 3 years now. And another sort of modified T-top, a little express cruiser, a main ship. And here is another little cruiser. Has a builder's name on the side. Let's see what it is. This is a Seaway. It looks like about a 26-footer. And then there is a small T-top next to it. And as we continue out here, another little day cruiser and another Hinkley. That one looks like either a 43 or a 48. And they're getting underway right now. And you'll see one of the features of a Hinkley jet boat, when they get out there in the fairway, they'll just turn the boat almost in place like that. Those boats can just sit in place and turn 360 degrees. Very, very maneuverable boats. And we got a little Formula cruiser. And don't know what this one is. And this one looks like an Alarian. Looks like about a 30-footer. I'm not sure though. There is another Hinkley jet boat. That one is also a single engine. And then here we have a Morris M36 Day Sailor. This one, I believe, is a seasonal customer here at the marina. And this looks like a saber. Be able to tell in a little bit when I can see the mark at the aft end of the cove stripe. But I think it's about a 40-foot saber. Yes, it is. And we got a little day cruiser out here. And there is that barge that we saw coming in when we were out on Sea Dock. As we look across, you can see a couple nice little cruiser, a blue-hulled cruiser out there. Beyond it is one of the ferries that goes back and forth between here and the Cranberry Islands. Nice little day cruiser, lobster yacht there. And a smaller one, not sure, that's a BHB, which was Bass Harbor Boat, I believe, over there. As we go further up, there's another Fleming, about a 55-footer, and an older Hinckley powerboat, the Mahalo, and a couple smaller powerboats, and the last powerboat up there is an Ellis 36. Just thought I'd show you that Hinckley 70 in a little better view here. And as I said earlier, we take a look at the mast. It's got a triple spreader rig on the main and a double spreader rig on the mizzen. Okay, we're going to walk up and go over to A dock. Okay, I just took a look at this one. I didn't know what it was before. It's a Back Cove 29. Okay, this boat here is a Sabre 36 sedan cruiser. It's usually out at the end of D dock, just past my boat. But that white boat named Freedom, which is a Westport 125, its bow is occupying the slot where this boat is usually moored. And we got a couple small boats in here. That's an American tug. I think it's a 38. And a lobster boat here. This is another seasonal customer. And a little T-top. And another Grady White. And here, another Grady White. D-Dock generally has quite a few smaller boats at it. A little runabout there. And that is an Ellis 36 set up as a sport fishing boat. Very nice boat. And we'll continue out. There is yet another Hinckley. That one I think is a Hinckley Talaria 34. It's a twin engine boat with twin water jets for propulsion. And just past it is an Ellis 36 Express Cruiser. Now Ellis boats are built here in Southwest Harbor, just about a mile from here. Here's a little lobster boat ready to go out and set a few traps. And there's the red boat is another Ellis 36 Express Cruiser. And this little gray boat named Tadaima or Tadaima is another Ellis. I think that one is an Ellis 28. And here we have, what is this? Yeah, it says Grand Sport. I don't know what kind of boat that is. I'm not familiar with that style. And here we have a Tiara. And then another little cruiser that's here. Probably pretty slow, only has 1,200 horsepower of outboards on it. And here we have this Hinckley. This is probably a Hinckley 37 or 38. This is an older style of Hinckley powerboat. And the Vera Lee is an older wooden boat that takes people out for day cruises here out in around this area. Here it looks like a very comfortable way to go for a day cruise. And I don't know what kind of boat this is. It is an open boat with that canvas cover, and it's kept in very nice shape. It's been here for a number of years, and in fact it used to be moored right next to my boat. And here is that Fleming we saw. It's probably a 56. And here is, I'm not sure what this is, probably another back cove. Let's take a look. And next to it though is this beautiful little cold molded runabout. Very pretty boat. Yep, this one is a back cove 34. And we're just about done with a dock, which will wrap up the tour. And here we have another little runabout type boat, an express cruiser, and then an old Morgan sailboat. I think it's a 42. At least I was chatting with the owner the other day, and that's what he said. That is a seasonal boat. And another T-top, the nice little cruiser here. Don't know what it is. A lot of these boats built locally or built here in Maine don't have a name on them. And here's a nice little sailboat. Not sure what it is either. It doesn't have a name for a builder that I can see. And next to it is another locally built powerboat. That is a Wilbur. I believe it's about a 38. It's built on the south side of Southwest Harbor, about a little over a mile from where we're standing right now. And here is a nice little day cruiser. Again, it's a lobster yacht style boat. I do not know who the builder is. Now on the other side, this is a DeFever 44 trawler yacht. An older boat, but a very comfortable cruiser. Oh, this is that BHB, which is probably Bass Harbor boat, and this is a wooden boat. Beautiful little wood boat built over in Bass Harbor. And I don't know what this boat is. It showed up here this spring. Haven't seen it before, but it's a very tidy looking little power boat. And here we have a Chris Craft 333. Here is that lobster yacht we saw from over on B Dock. I don't know what kind of boat it is. It's been here for several years though. And we walk out here. Here is another lobster boat. Been a lot of lobster boats here this spring and early summer. I don't know if they're going to stay for the summer or not. And as we go out here, there is a couple small boats, one sedan cruiser and one express cruiser. And then there is the Sutton, which is, as I said earlier, a ferry that takes people out to the local islands. And like all the ferries around here, it is privately owned. Okay, so that's our tour of the Great Harbor Marina here on June 23rd, 2022. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching.